In this video, we're going to be talking about simple shot shaping and how your grip can help you work the ball. Let's go putts around. Hey guys, David Folk here, and on this channel we do golf club reviews, golf gear reviews, geek speak videos, and instructional videos just like this one. So if you're new here, consider subscribing. This is part 2 of the simple shot shaping series. The first one we talked about is moving your front foot forward or backwards to hit a draw for forward or backwards for a fade, which essentially affects the face to path, opening the face to the path for a fade if you have your front foot backwards or if you have a front foot forward. The idea is to close the face to the path. So today we're going to be talking about your grip and how tweaking your grip just a little bit can also help you shape the shot. And I'm doing this in somewhat of a sequential series to help you guys if you're needing to hit just a normal gentle draw, you move the feet. If you need to hit a little bit more of a draw or a fade, that could be considered hitting a hook or a slice if you need to get it around something. So let's get into simple shot shaping with your grip. As we talk about your grip, I'm going to start off with assuming that we're going to have a neutral grip to help everybody kind of see the differences between opening your grip and closing your grip so you can understand face the path. If you guys have a stronger grip already, it's something that we may need to take a look at to see if this is actually a good swing suggestion for you versus maybe going out and trying to work on adjusting your face to path, adjusting your swing so that you can have a little bit more of a neutral grip. So as we talk about neutral grips, what you want to do is you want to have your club. I like to have my club pointing straight up in the air here, and then I like to take my grip and I like to see about 1 to 2 knuckles on my bottom hand. And what that's going to do is that's going to help me to keep my face center as I come through at target, parallel to the target line, which is going to be this rod down here. So if you remember what we talked about in the first one, I'm going to put a link up here in the description so you guys can take a look at that first video with the movements. You put your front foot forward, it's going to help you come from in to out and naturally want to close because of your hip. What we're doing now with our grip is we're going to exaggerate the face to path. We're going to exaggerate closing the face to the path to be able to have an impact that's more different, has a stronger degree or bigger degree of face to path difference so that you can hit a bigger draw or a bigger fade. What we're going to do is I'm going to take my face and I'm going to close it. And I like to think of it like a clock. So if this is 12 o'clock, I'm going to close it to about 1 o'clock. I don't like to go much more than, let's say, like 1:30 because that's pretty strong and that's going to sling it around quite a bit, especially if you do the feet as well. So I like to start with right around 1 o'clock if I'm going to try and work the ball. So I move my club just about 1 o'clock there. And what that's going to do is that's going to hit me a draw naturally. Now, what your tendency is when you have this look is to make a correction when you're taking a swing. You have to realize in your brain that you've done this swing change and take a normal change knowing it's going to draw, which means you need to change your alignment to compensate for that. If you do not change your alignment, I guarantee your body is going to fight this movement and you're going to have a high handle, you're going to probably thin it if you're not used to it, or hit a big shank off the heel. It's going to be bad. So you have to recognize that and you have to make the adjustment with your shot and know in your brain that this is not normal and trust the swing that you take typically. I can't stress that enough. You have to trust your typical swing to not make an adjustment on it. Think nice and easy swing. And the idea here is if I have a neutral stance like this, my face is parallel or is in line with my target. If I close my face at 1 o'clock, I now have my face close to the target. If I came down the target line, I would naturally come through and I would hit a pull draw. So I need to understand that, and now I need to make an adjustment for my alignment so that I can hit this target. So if this is the line between me and the pin, let's call you guys the pin out there, I need to turn and then tweak my face so my face is still on the target. So I take my stance, I twist my face, I'm making a movement here so that my face is still down the target line. Now my target is this way, and you can see the difference is between the two. It's going to intersect out here someplace. So as I come through with my swing on a new path, my face is going to be close to that path. So I'm going to hit a little bit of a pull and then a draw on it with my normal swing. So you have to take into account that you're going to hit a pull draw with this grip when you have it at 1 o'clock. And you need to make an adjustment with that. So you come through, you're going to recognize you're going to hit a pull, and then you're going to follow through and it's going to draw around. Take that with moving your front foot forward. Now you're going to hit a big old slinging draw. So if I'm here, I tweak my face, I move a little bit, and then I do this. Now I'm set up to basically hit a big old hook, which is great for getting around trees. So I would need to then make an adjustment on my alignment on my new path so that this movement here is going to allow me to come and draw it around. And how much it's going to draw is really dependent upon your swing. You have to practice this to understand where you should line up to know what kind of draw you're going to get from it. I can't tell you it's going to be a 20-yard draw if you do X, Y, or Z, because your swing is unique to you. You have idiosyncrasies in it. You may already hit a draw like I do, so I don't need to do as much. You may hit a fade. You're not going to draw it as much. So it's really, guys, it's kind of up to you on learning what these steps, what these simple shot shapes are going to produce based on where you guys are at with your swing. The opposite is true here. If I have my face aligned with the path, and if this is neutral again, if I open it to, like, let's say 11 o'clock, now I'm going to hit a push fade because I'm coming through on a path and my face is open, so I'm already pushing it, and I'm going to hit a fade because my face to path is open. So what we need to look at is, again, making the adjustment. So I turn it to 11. I need to make sure it's on the path, so it starts on the path I want, and then I come through on that path, and then that's going to allow me to hit the fade into it with just making a simple grip. Now, if you open your stance again, that's going to cause you to hit an even bigger fade or a slice if you need to get it around some trees and you have an opening to my right, or for you guys who are right-handed, opening to the left. The same premise is in effect. You have to practice, understand what's going to happen. So if I'm here, this is the face to path, I open it, I'm already going to adjust to be on the face to path. If I make this movement here, like this, now all of a sudden, I'm going to come through, and I'm going to want to open up this way and have my face open, which is going to increase the angle between my face to path, which is going to increase the amount of side spin I produce with that specific slice or fade. Your mileage is going to depend upon your practice and what your swing is. I can't stress this enough. You have to understand, you have to go out in the range, you have to practice this to be able to get it down to understand that this is what your slice is going to do when you do the step, when you do the grip, when you combine them together. As we increase the amount of shot shaping tools, the difficulty is going to continue to rise. And with these two shots we're talking about, you have to take your typical swing with just these two adjustments. You have to force yourself not to make an adjustment when you're taking this swing. Super important. If I'm going to hit this draw, I'm going to put my foot forward and I'm going to tweak this. I'm going to move my path. I'm going to come through it, but I have to remember to take my normal swing. I have to trust my swing and trust the shot and know I practiced it enough that it's going to produce what I want it to do. And that's what a lot of these simple shot shapes are going to be able to do, is specifically as you begin to learn how to do them, just help you get out of trouble. And then as you feel like you're mastering them, as you know exactly what they're going to do, as you trust your swing, now all of a sudden you can pull that out and try and hit maybe that 150 fade up over a tree onto the green where you can trust yourself to do that. It's all about trusting you and putting in the practice to be able to perform as you need it. So guys, I look forward to hearing your comments down below about changing your grip, strengthening it, and weakening it to help you hit simple shot shapes to either A, get you out of trouble, or as you master it, hitting those simple shot shapes to help you get on the green and score a little more. So guys, I look forward to hearing your comments down below. I know this isn't rocket science when it comes to shot shaping. You know, closing your face or opening your face obviously is going to affect face to path. But I wanted to help you guys understand how to use it, how to implement it into your game to help you improve, help you get out of trouble, and to eventually master this simple shot shape to be able to hit more greens, hit more fairways in your game. I look forward to hearing the comments down below if this is something that you already like to do to kind of tweak it, open or closed to a path. Do you adjust your stance? You understand face-to-path relationships? That's going to be crucial. Post those comments down below. If you have any questions about this, go ahead and post your comments down below as well. Again, I try to get to everybody's comments and questions. While you're down there, guys, go ahead, hit that subscribe button. Give us a thumbs up because YouTube likes that. Thanks for watching, and we'll chat with you next time.